11 Central Africa time. You're still tuned into On the Move right here on Channel Africa, giving you the African perspective. It's a Friday, and you know we always promise you a good time every Friday. That's exactly what we'll give you today. Well, you know, this week earlier, I was at this really amazing event where I got to be at the launch of Azana and Sam Deep's EP titled Kwakanya. It was really an amazing time and really shows us a really different aspect of the music that both Sam Deep and Azana do, and also quite a different image, a different offering that we haven't seen from either of them. So it's a pleasure to have Azana with us in studio and Sam Deep on the line. Thank you so much for your time. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Doing amazing. I mean, I've been in high spirits since Wednesday, just because of how much fun, first of all, I had at your EP launch, but also just how awakening this EP is, titled Kwakanya. I'm going to start with you, Azana. Maybe you can introduce us into how yourself and Sam Deep came together to give us this really beautiful offering.
Me and Sam met in studio. I had a studio session with him today, and I was very drawn to his beats. We started by releasing the first song that we had together, Patience, and people received it so well that we decided to go back into studio without anyone else but just us two. So it was very easy making this project. It was straight to work as soon as I got to studio. I really connect with his beats, so it wasn't hard writing for his music at all. It took a very short amount of time to even.
Wow. Well, you know, Azana, you have been, you know, doing music for some time. I remember one of my favorites is still Your Love, but you've almost been in the background when it comes to your personality. We got to know that, okay, we know what your music sounds like and we know you've got this amazing voice, but you've almost sort of like been reserved when it comes to showing us who you are.
Yeah.
And I feel I'm getting a lot of this from this particular EP, not just through the music itself, but the visual representations of the sound really showcase a different side of who you are.
Yes, definitely. I feel like I've grown as an artist. When I came to the scene with Your Love, I was a very reserved person when it came to my personality. You caught that right on. And I feel like I'm at a time in my life where I'm not afraid to express who I am through my music and through my visuals, you know, so you get to see a very fierce side of Azana.
Oh, yes.
For the people that did come to the launch, they got to see the music video.
Yes, we did.
And they loved it. And
Let me tell you something. Guys, I know it. Let me tell you something. We got sort of, a preview of this music video. And when they say someone has personality, you get to see all of this in the visual representations of this particular EP. Your dancing, your clothes, your look, and just the fierceness in your voice and in your eyes in the music video does show us a different side of who you are. Were you excited? Were you excited to sort of unravel that and start unraveling your personality in front of the world?
Yes, definitely. I was very excited also because of the people that are in the background of me, of Azana right now. I think that's where the confidence came from the most. You know, so Azana is in a different space in her life, and she feels more confident and more supported.
Yeah.
And so now you see her like a little girl, because when I was a little girl and I had support from my parents, I could dance in front of the TV. So it feels that way in the industry right now with me being in the space that I'm in.
Yeah.
So, those visuals are representation of how I am and how I feel right now in my life.
You know, Sam Deep, a lot of the time when we see collaborations between producers and singer-songwriters, we know who's in front of, the mic and who's in front of the media, which is usually the singer. But this also represents a lot about who you are and your own growth in the industry. What does this represent for you as your producer? But also, what does this EP represent for your career?
This EP, I was at a point where, I was trying to, since it wasn't deep in Jing, I established, like I was trying to, challenge myself, and explore, with what more can I do, because there's really a lot of things you can do while in music. So I was at a point where, like, I was challenging myself and be like, you know what, let me just try to make something different, and like, what do they call it? Another audience. Yes, I was trying to like capture another audience, with the song I made. Because if you can listen carefully, it's not just I'm a piano straight, it has
Yeah.
how I feel within and stuff. So, and as soon as the moment I made those beats, like I just thought of Azana, which I choose the perfect match, to make this or to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish, So yeah, it's more there's something like that, I was just trying to like I was at a point where I was just trying to like challenge myself and explore more and see what I can bring out in myself, because I do know one thing in music everyone is out so
Yes.
yeah, it was about challenging myself and seeing what more can I do, because there's really a lot of things you can do, not just sticking to one place.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. And that's definitely for sure. Your music is good. And so is this one. And there's a new wave in South African music that I've recognized, and it's in the lyrics of the music. Yes, we were seeing that, okay, there's more amapiano. We're hearing the sound, but there's also something revolutionary happening in the kind of music or the kind of lyrical content we're seeing in today's South African music. It's that people, first of all, are going back to their roots, but they're also sort of promoting positivity in understanding who we are and literally self-growth. It's not really about the fun and the parties anymore. We love the fun and the parties and the drinks, etc. But the music now has really shown that, African people are sort of stamping and saying this is who we are and we are unapologetic about it and we're going to showcase this through the music. Azana, how has that, influenced your evolution in this particular EP, especially in the songwriting aspect?
When it comes to music, fashion, and things that people do, I believe that history always repeats itself.
Yeah.
And even if the wave pushes us somewhere else during that time, we will always find our way back to who we are.
Correct.
So right now, Africa is dominating the world with entertainment, and people are looking at us and what we are doing and how we are dressed. And that has happened even before, and it will still happen again. Mm-hmm. So even if the genres change, we'll find a way to introduce ourselves within those genres.
Yeah.
And I think it's not even like a thing that we as Africans push for. It's something that we naturally are. Mm-hmm. So if you give me a beat and you change a genre, I'll still bring my Africanness to it. It's so easy to me.
Yeah.
So I think it's such a beautiful thing because we don't even have to try to be ourselves. When we make our art, we just become who we are.
I love that. And we are who we are. And it certainly reflects in the offering that we have, not just locally, but all across the world. And the fact that that offering is, bringing more and more people into our space instead of us trying to get into their space. Yes. So it seems like we're the ones that are, sought after now instead of us trying to seek them in who we are. So we are still hanging out with Sam Deep and Azana. They have a 6-track EP titled Kwakanya that, made its way into our ears this week. This was just yesterday, in fact, at midnight yesterday when this particular EP was put out into the world. It's an amazing one from Sam Deep and Azana's latest EP. It dropped just yesterday titled Kwakanya. This one is called Bo Go Go, and it's a beautiful highlight song from this particular EP. And the EP in general does emphasize a lot about, God and the ancestors, seeking the presence of your guardian angels through both good and bad times. And that's exactly what this particular song is about. It highlights the dangers of envy and jealousy, and also seeks spiritual guidance from your people, your ancestors, to say, hey, there are people after me, but they're not going to win because you're here.
Yes, perfect description. That's what it means. It says, "Umono usuke eseni ufike enhlizweni,"
No, ma'am.
which means
You're not gonna say it to us like that. You're gonna tell us how it sounds. It can't be.
it says, "Umona usuka eseni ufike kwinhliziyo, base baphenduka bathakathi iyo." Base baphenduka bathakathi, oh. So it's saying
Wow.
what you see with your eye can give you jealousy, but then when you take it to the heart and then you do something to try and destroy someone's plan or destroy someone, that makes you a witch.
Yeah.
Yes, and then it continues on and says, but just remember that I'm not alone. So I walk with my ancestors and I walk with my God and I'm protected.
Yeah.
So nothing that anyone can try and do can ever destroy me.
Wow, that is truly amazing. Sam, are you still there? Are you still on the line? Okay, amazing, man. Congratulations to both of you for this really amazing EP. I mean, Bokoko is just what we listen to now, but there's so many other songs really under a similar theme, really showing that as young African people, we are guided by those that we follow, those that we follow behind, and also by, you know, our divine protectors, whoever that we choose those divine protectors to be. But that's really the direction that this particular EP has taken. Absolutely. Well, everything is going to come together, especially when you're listening to this particular EP. Can we expect to see you guys continue working together in the future, Azana?
Definitely. I'm so excited for you guys to hear the music that we've done that is not out yet. As I said, it's very easy working with Sam Deep.
Yeah.
In studio, we gel the most. So definitely more music coming from us.
I love that, because EPs are usually like a tease of something bigger to come, and we're obviously looking at that with delight. But in the meantime, we're delighting in this particular EP, Guakanya, and seeing its growth. It's only been 24 hours and it's already on number 1. So there's obviously still a lot more growth for this particular EP to do. And as we discover all these different songs on it, we've listened to Bogopo today, but I'm sure, as we sort of go step by step, we're going to love a different song for a different moment, for a different time in our lives, in the discovery of this one. But thank you so much to both of you for joining us today. It certainly has been a pleasure to, see this particular launch happening, to also speak to both of you and discover the people behind the music. Where can we find you on the socials? I'll start with you, Azana.
On Instagram, I'm Azana Official. On TikTok, Azana Official. On Facebook, I'm Azana. And then I have a YouTube channel, Azana.
Love that. Sam Deep?
On Instagram, it's Real Sam Deep. It's small letters, Real Sam Deep. Twitter, Real Sam Deep. TikTok, it's basically the same thing, Real Sam Deep. One word. And YouTube, Real Sam Deep, everywhere.
Thank you so much. We can't wait to see the kind of placards that you guys collect from this particular EP. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a lot. So congratulations once again, Samdeep.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you for having us on your show.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to you as well, Azana.
Thank you so much for having us and playing our music.
It's been a pleasure, Sam Deep and Azana. Make sure that you get your hands on this one. It's a 6-track EP titled Guakanya. Let there be light. We're enlightened. And through this musical offering, we certainly are going to feel hope and light.